Skylar, I don't have all night. Soon enough, the sun will be up.
Dad, it's 10:43. What are you talking about? The sun will be up. Do you know what time the sun rises?
May the sun rise at night.
Who are you, Jesus? Moses?
Yay, so you say.
Okay, anyways, it's getting weird and biblical up in here.
But one of you
Okay, Dad, stop.
has betrayed me.
Can we get back to the topic at hand?
That's the topic. The man in Gracie Mansion betrayed me. And welcome back to Dad. Did we just break America?
I'm Skylar, your resident Gen Z doom scroller.
And I'm Corey, your cynical Gen Xer, but I'm not screaming at the top of my voice.
That's very nice. I'm very excited for this. I've been waiting all day. And
waiting all day for what?
To record the podcast. I had a public service announcement. Do you know what it is?
No clue.
I might have a couple, actually. Number one, my friend Julia. I spoke about her on the latest podcast. It had nothing to do with anything we were talking about. I just have ADHD. But I played it for her today because I happened to mention that I brought her up on the podcast. And she really, was upset that we cut it out of the podcast. So I just want to give Julia a shout out once again. This time I'm not going to cut it out.
Hey, Julia.
Julia brings the chocolate covered almonds from Trader Joe's. Delicious.
Shout out to Trader Joe's.
No. This is not about Trader Joe's. This is a plug for Julia.
Well, they're the ones with chocolate covered.
But this is not a plug for Trader Joe's. This is a plug for Julia.
I understand that, but that's where Julia gets the chocolate covered almonds.
It's not about where she gets them. It's about the way that she cares for the group so much that she brings us a whole container every day.
Every day?
It feels like there's a new one every day.
Is a day ever skipped?
No.
Okay. Very nice.
But I have another public service announcement.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go public on Instagram because I want everybody that listens to us to see all of the good things I'm putting on my stories because I think I'm funny.
Going public on Instagram, I'm lost.
Like all the people that follow the Rabatsky Institute and that listen to us don't follow my personal Instagram. And I don't know them. And you didn't even tell me how good what I posted was yesterday on my story. It was so funny.
Oh, I long for the days of more Adderall.
Me too. I worked really hard on it.
Okay.
I was crafting it and rewriting it and laughing to myself in my bedroom last night. You didn't hear me?
In any event, are you going to read us your public service announcement?
Do you want to explain what happened?
Why don't you explain what happened, because you're so well versed?
In what?
Everything that needs to be well versed.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. I just thought of that myself.
Okay, so I guess
Aren't you proud?
Yeah, so there's a organization.
Of course there is.
A political organization called AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee.
Okay.
It's like a lobbyist group. So, Zohran Mamdani, huge anti-Semite. I can't even hold back anymore.
Okay.
Like, I actually just there are no two ways about it. No?
Well, why do you think that? I mean, let me take a step back.
Yeah.
What leads you to believe that?
The vitriol and hate that seeps out of his pores for Jewish people. He is in a weird obsession with Jewish people. Like, Zohran, we are not at fault for everything that is wrong in the entire world. But it's a little weird that you think about the Jews in Israel more than I do. It's bizarre. It doesn't concern you. How about you better organize the trash collection? Because you're the mayor of New York City.
Well, listen, we've talked about it on the podcast. The rise in anti-Semitism is huge. And it just seems to be like a talking point, right?
He's the mayor. He could do better systems. That is his job. Clean when it snows better. Have better policies so the homeless don't freeze to death outside. Do something, anything.
Well, so you're not speaking to Mamdani, what's his name again?
You need to learn how to say the
I'm
mayor
sorry.
thing
I really don't. You know why?
because you don't care.
I really don't. I have to tell you.
Where's Andrew Cuomo when we need him?
Uh,
Can we parachute him in?
I don't know.
Hey, Andrew, your birthday party was great.
Okay. So Mamdani called AIPAC monsters, right?
Yeah, and the people that support AIPAC give money to AIPAC. Really just politically active American Jews.
Major Jewish groups in New York and around the world argue that the language targets and endangers Jewish New Yorkers most especially and invokes anti-Semitism.
Mhm.
Okay.
Everything that he says, he gets away with saying, "Oh no, I don't have a problem with Jews. I just have a problem with Netanyahu. I don't like I'm an anti-Zionist."
We go back and forth with the Zionist, anti-Zionist. I'm a Zionist. I'm not a Zionist. I'm a Jew, but I'm not a Zionist. Like, when did being a Zionist or not being a Zionist become part of the anti-Semitic conversation? And I'm sure you have an answer for me, but I
Are
don't,
you sure?
because I know you do.
I don't like necessarily have a concrete answer.
No, but I don't understand it. Please explain.
So if you look back at anti-Semitism, it's cyclical, right? But it always takes on like some different form within society.
But anti-Semitism is anti-Semitism.
Yes, it has, but it takes it takes on or is an outgrowth, not an outgrowth, but it rears its ugly head through something else that is going on in a society at a given time. And in Nazi Germany, it was a race thing.
So you're saying the Nazis were anti-Semitic because of race?
Well, that's how they portrayed it. I mean, I did read an excerpt of Mein Kampf today about
Yeah, I pick
uh,
that up every chance I get.
it was posted on Instagram, like a quote. I mean, shoot me for being well read. I mean, what do you want? I've never read Mein Kampf.
I did.
Yeah. And you're making fun of me for reading a quote?
It was required reading in high school.
They wouldn't want us to do that.
It was required.
Yeah, they wouldn't want us to understand the hatred.
We had to understand it to recognize it in the future.
You know, they would never want us to understand. That'd be silly.
So back to Zionist.
So today, all of anti-Semitism comes back to and is connected to this place called Israel. Contentions about Israel, differing opinions, this big lie that Palestine's a place
Right.
or a people. But that's really where modern anti-Semitism is deeply connected to.
So
Israel.
about the BS of the colonization
Yes.
of
And also in the Western world today, we view everything through we talked about this before, an oppressed via oppressor lens. If you believe what these people believe about the colonization, this and the other thing, Israel is the oppressor. And so it doesn't matter what they do, they will always be the bad guy in that story. Does that make sense?
somewhat.
I don't like know like a concrete answer to your question. That's my best understanding of it.
Okay. So the mayor says this and then defended it, right?
He doubled down.
Okay. And so let me ask the question,
Yeah.
Sky. Did New York just normalize anti-Semitism?
We normalized anti-Semitism when he became mayor.
Well, I don't think as many people understood it that way as they may understand it now.
Well, they should have.
But New York City is the largest Jewish population by city outside of Israel, right?
Mhm.
So when the mayor of that city uses the word monsters, then defends it, right?
Yeah, also, like, little disclaimer, like, yes, AIPAC has the word Israel in it, but everybody that funds AIPAC is an American Jew. So, like, you don't have to like Israel or support Netanyahu, but by definition, you're calling American Jews, New York City Jews monsters.
Well, I think there's a problem here. And that's why I was asking the question about Zionists.
Mm-hmm.
I think the problem is AIPAC is often used as like a poster child, if you will, for pro-Israeli Jews,
Mm-hmm.
right? from what it seems to me.
Yeah.
And that comes down to your Zionist or anti-Zionist concept. So the question becomes, is the rise in anti-Semitism, is the mayor of the city, by making a definitive political statement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where does that cross the line of being dangerous hate speech? Or really, as a politician, making yourself guilty of your own of a hate crime?
Well, if something happens to somebody, God forbid, that is a well-known funder or donator to AIPAC or works for AIPAC in this city, he's in he has a problem. Not that anybody's gonna treat him like he did anything wrong, but that's on you, and that's shameful. And when does it cross the line? Is that what you're asking?
Well, I think you've already crossed the line. I think this opens up another can of worms.
Which is what worms are these?
Politics has now become very personal.
Yes.
Like, obviously, at certain gatherings and certain groups, we can't talk about politics. We can't talk about religion. We can't.
They don't bring me to those events.
Right. Specifically you. But I'm saying
And I get a gold star every time I behave.
you can't discuss those things. But if everyone you disagree with is a monster,
Yeah.
how can democracy work? So,
It doesn't. But that's what you're living in right now. Our democracy can't function.
and that's the real question I'm asking.
Yeah, our democracy can function because we refuse to see each other as more than beliefs that we disagree with. I had this conversation with somebody today. Shout out Graham. Like, I don't have to agree with you. Number one, to defend the fact that you have every single right to have that opinion, and I'll defend that till my death. Number two, I also believe that I like to hear out people that I don't agree with. Like, I don't have to agree with you, but I want to understand why that's what you believe. I don't need to agree with it, but
I believe the lettuce is fattening.
okay. Anyways, like, that's not the point.
I do.
I'm happy for you. And it's a free country. And you know what's so great? You're allowed to believe that.
So I guess the mayor's allowed to believe that AIPAC are monsters.
Yeah, but he has a responsibility
And what's that responsibility?
to not incite violence against the people he swore an oath to protect.
Well, there's the rub. There's a fine line between what's correct to do and what someone wants to do. Do you think that we've crossed the Rubicon to actually realize that politicians are just regular people? As much as we try to put them on a pedestal.
There's a difference.
Now, just hear me out. As much as we try to put them on a pedestal that they're like the better of us, but they're just regular people.
No, I don't think Mamdani's the better of any of us.
Could you get off your high horse? It's so high.
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
I like being on a high horse, and I love having a chip on my shoulder.
I think you've had a chip on your shoulder since you were like 10 minutes old. Anyway.
I've got a chip on my shoulder. I'm not daughter of Johnson. Sorry.
What is your problem? I think that's the biggest problem in the world.
That they're no different?
They're just not. They make mistakes and they say stupid things. And they obviously, now, someone like this schmuck, this is the same thing as the concept of armed conflict or war. We went and tried to make sure that Iran didn't have a nuclear weapon, but sometimes we talk about there's a war, sometimes there's a ceasefire. Sometimes we talk about there's a war, sometimes there's a ceasefire. We become numb to all of this stuff, and that's how real hatred rears its ugly head. That's how the Holocaust started. It became normal to hate Jews.
Yes, and my concern is, and why I say that Mamdani has crossed the line, and while politicians are just everyday people, but especially in this city that he's basically in charge of, hatred towards Jews and anti-Semitism continues to get worse. And his words and his inability to ever take them back or say sorry or do something meaningful to the Jewish community, except for Jews that are proudly out there anti-Zionist, makes it acceptable for other people to
No, I
be
would say
anti-Semitic.
I would agree with that partially,
Okay, sorry.
but I would say that I have to say that if anybody ever said anything remotely similar about another group, let's just say the NAACP,
Yeah, they're
or
monsters. Could you imagine?
yes, or um, any other group of people,
Mm-hmm.
there would be fire and brimstone.
The city would be on fire, literally.
Yes. And I think that it is outlandish and disgusting that the mayor of New York City thinks it's appropriate to say anything derogatory about anybody at all. How many different ethnicities are there in New York?
I don't know the number. Every single one that ever exists ever.
Well,
Eh, People come from everywhere that live here.
that's correct.
It is inappropriate. It's not just inappropriate, it's a shame. Having somebody on the ballot who believes these things. This is not appropriate for polite society. You wouldn't invite him to a dinner party. He can't be trusted.
I would invite him to a dinner party. I'm actually going to go out there and say, I'd love to have him on the podcast. I'm telling you, I would love to debate Zohran Mamdani, whatever the hell his name is.
You may have to say his name correct.
I don't really care. He's not going to say my name correctly either. At the end of the day, this is even something that the guy in the White House wouldn't do.
No, not
He
that
would never single out an ethnic group and call them monsters.
No, monsters is even a little far for him.
Well,
Also, when he says bad things about people, he gets in trouble for like people are like, "Oh, you're making fun of this group of people." He's like, "No, I was making fun of that person."
correct. Listen, if the mayor doesn't like AIPAC, okay, but you blanketly tell there are constituents in the city of New York where you're the mayor
Mm-hmm.
who are Zionist Jews.
Tons of that.
And guess what? Let me let you in on a little secret. You want to hear the secret?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Does everybody else want to hear it?
Dad, come on.
What's the matter? You don't like when I do things?
You can't
Oh,
handle the truth. I can handle the truth.
there are people who aren't Jewish who are Zionists.
You don't say.
Yes. You didn't know?
You're saying there are non-Jewish people who believe that the Jews have a right to live in their ancestral homeland? That's nuts.
Well, obviously, a whole group of people after World War II believed it in that white building because Israel was formed
It's not downtown.
from where you're sitting right now. It is. Okay, based upon a referendum in the UN that resulted in an edict for them to go form their own country.
The word edict is good. I like that. Use it more often. Makes you sound brilliant.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, it wasn't a referendum, it was a resolution.
Thank you.
Resolution 181 to be exact, on November 29th, 1947.
Mhm.
So it's not a group of Zionists from 2026 that did anything to anybody. It was a majority of the United Nations voted to create the Jewish state.
Mhm.
And they actually voted to separate the land and ending the British mandate.
The partition plan.
Yes. And the Arab nations or the Arabs rejected it.
So can I read you what I wrote though? Because I think it.
Sure. Do I have a choice?
Yeah. So you could say no.
Okay, no.
Okay, I'm gonna read it for the people.
See? I didn't have a choice anyway.
So this girl that I love to follow, Jordan, she posted Jews organize politically just like every other community in America. When other communities do it, it's called advocacy. When Jews do it, New York City's mayor calls them monsters.
Okay.
Quite simple. So I wrote under it. I worked hard on this.
How long did it take?
Like 30 minutes to decide what to say and what was too far.
You care about what's too far?
I thought I was going to get a knock on my door, if I'm quite honest.
By who?
The censorship police.
down the hall.
Yes. Are you crazy? Take that down now. I said, hey, Zohran, I know this might sound crazy,
Crazy, insane, crazy.
but the definition of a monster is someone who celebrates the massacre that was October 7th, or a woman that at best excuses the rape, murder, and abuse of a bunch of other innocent women. Calling politically active American Jews monsters when you and your wife continue to double down on your support of terrorism and relentless anti-Semitism is a choice. And by the way, you know what I did? I stopped myself from saying? You want to know?
No, you don't have to stoop to their level.
How many times do I have to tell you on this podcast? I'm sorry, Michelle Obama. It doesn't work. When they go low, you go high. What am I going to get an award for being the bigger person? No.
Maybe.
What do you get for playing nice? Attacked.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not playing nice in the sandbox with you. You took all my toys. Okay?
Skylar for president.
Also, the stupidity. You know what? I would have more respect for Mamdani if he created his own blood libel. Stop using ones that have been around since the Warsaw Ghetto. It's embarrassing. I'm bored.
Are you?
Come up with something.
People in your generation bored?
Yeah,
How?
because life is boring.
But how could you be bored?
I feel like sometimes I have too much access to too much that like I become
Like everybody walks
stressed out and then bored.
Everybody walks around. Now, when I was a kid, the only information was the Encyclopedia Britannica.
You really shouldn't share that. That's so sad.
Why is it sad? It's true. They were sold door to door, and you got a new set. I don't know if it was every year or every couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a whole couple of bookshelves.
Because I think like sometimes you get too overwhelmed with how much content there is that like I get frustrated, I get overwhelmed, and then I'm bored.
You get frustrated, then you're overwhelmed, then you're bored.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you're gonna be a bigot, come up with something interesting.
Why is it not interesting?
We're monsters. Jews control the world. That's all he's ever talking about. Jews control the financial areas, the politics, this, that, and the other thing. We've been being told this for generations. Spice it up if you're going to do it. Make things a little bit interesting. Do I look like I control the financial markets?
No, you definitely
I'm
don't.
broke and I can't do math. If I controlled the media, it'd be more positive towards Jews. Has anybody ever thought about that?
If you control
No,
the
no, no.
media?
They're like, Jews control the media. Really? Because every day you go on your phone, all of the mainstream media is spreading modern day blood libel, but we control the media? But we control it? Does that make sense?
Not really.
Like, the stupidity, the level, we reach new levels of stupidity every single day.
This is pretty stupid.
So is the IDF dogs that raped people, apparently. They train dogs to rape.
One more time.
They train dogs to rape Palestinians.
You know, that takes me back to the movie History of the World.
Mm-hmm. This is a serious claim in the New York Times.
Somebody thinks that Israel
Mm-hmm.
trained dogs to rape human beings?
Yes.
How?
Chad, I don't know.
Do you think we broke America?
New York City's broken for sure. The mayor is crazy. He's lost his mind.
Thank you for tuning in this week. Skylar is now completely and totally malfunctioning.